Everyone seems to hate Jada Pinkett Smith, and it may be for a good reason. Welcome to Beyond the Screen, I'm Nate, and these are the top 10 worst Jada Pinkett Smith moments caught on camera. Number 10. She made Snoop Dogg cry. Just after Kobe Bryant passed away in 2020, Snoop Dogg was quick to call out Gayle King after she stated in a TV interview that in the past Kobe was accused of making unwanted advances on a woman that wasn't his wife. In an Instagram video, Snoop Dogg would call out King, and in the process he insulted King's appearance before telling her to back off B before we come and get you. As a result of the outburst, instead of having a private conversation with her close friend, she brought Snoop Dogg on her Red Table Talk show where she just embarrassed him, not just in front of her mother and her daughter, but in front of the entire world. After she told the rapper that she felt hurt on behalf of all women when she watched the video of him going after Gayle. As a result, Snoop would be so embarrassed that he'd make another video on Instagram where he'd apologize to King by saying, "Hey, when you're wrong, you gotta fix it. This was a derogatory manner based off of emotions. I was raised better than that, so I'd like to apologize to you publicly for the language I used." Jada somehow made Snoop Dogg retract a statement and cry on camera. That man is a sweetheart, but he can be terrifying when he wants to be. Number 9. Shutting down open marriage rumors. The Smiths have received a lot of scrutiny over their marriage. In 2009, Jada Pinkett Smith addressed the rumors, bluntly telling Atlanta's Q100 that she's heard all of the things, their marriage is not real, that Will is gay, that she's gay, that they swing, all this fun stuff. The actor then dismissed the idea that they had anything to prove, and per Us Weekly, she added that people were going to think whatever they wanted. In 2013, her comments to Huffington Post Live only made the situation 10 times worse. She insisted that Will and herself had no claim over each other's lives. She always told Will that he can do whatever he wants so long as he can look himself in the mirror and be okay. So I guess after the Oscars slap, he just went home and he was like, "Yeah, I'm good." She continues to say they can both do whatever they want because they trust each other, but clarified that that did not mean they had an open marriage. While denying this in 2009, in recent years, Will has mentioned that monogamy was a large part of their relationship for a long time, claiming the trust they have meant freedom to find their own way, as they didn't want marriage to be a prison. So he literally confirms that they now have an open marriage. Probably just waited for the kids to get out of the house before getting a little busy. Number 8. Bonding with Tupac. Decades after Tupac's passing, people still had questions about Jada's relationship to Mr. Pac. While doing an interview on Sway Universe, she weighed in on her relationship with Tupac, saying that she first met Tupac when she was a purveyor of narcotics, continuing to explain that that was how they first bonded. She clarified that something terrible made her leave the world behind, but that she had already introduced Shakur to the scene. As she got out, he got deeper in. She claimed that they were close for many years, even claiming to have paid a bail of $100 grand after Tupac was held for possible mistreatment charges. What makes their relationship even more questionable is Will Smith expressing his jealousy towards this late rapper. Will claimed that while things never actually got physical, their love for each other was legendary. The interview only made it seem like Jada had a ton of skeletons in her closet that were yet to be revealed. And hey, look how right we were. Number 7. Weird science. Although Jada has tried to claim that she isn't a member of the Church of Science, she's been connected to the controversial religion for years, to a point where even an ex-scientist named Leah Remini told the Daily Beast in 2017 that she knew who Jada was. She's been involved with the church for quite some time, claiming to have never seen Will there, but definitely seeing Jada at the Celebrity Center. Leah would later appear alongside Jada in 2018 for Jada's Red Table Talk show, where the pair settled their dispute. Jada claimed that the stories were outlandish, but that she did actually attend some of the events. I mean, if she had just said that in the first place, there might not have been so much speculation from the internet. The moment went viral, and she is now regularly associated with the works of one L. Ron Hubbard. Number 6. Bad mom. Parenting rumors have been flying around for years that Willow and Jaden Smith basically raised themselves. Their upbringing was nothing to scoff at. Jaden was on track to being an actor after being in The Karate Kid alongside martial arts legend and opera legend Jackie Chan, but he later shifted his focus to the more entrepreneurial side of things, developing his own fashion brand, which has made him a massive success. His sister Willow opted to stick with the creative roots, however, and has made quite the name for herself in the hip-hop world. Now, unfortunately, their behavior behavior comes from a place of neglect. During an episode of Red Table Talk, Jaden actually confronted his parents, calling them terrible right on camera. With both being so busy in their careers, they were never home to care for their youngsters. Jada and Willow recount spending most of their childhood with nannies and teachers, only seeing their parents between projects or if they were working with them, like when Jaden and Will were in the pursuit of happiness. Willow has backed up her brother's story, claiming that the parenting skills forced them to be mentally mature at a very young age, which is probably why they're both so successful in their 20s. Despite appearing to be a happy family unit in the media, the reality was that Jaden and Willow had been raising themselves for a very long time. Number 5. The entanglement. The world was shocked when R&B singer August Alsina came forward to admit that he had an affair with Jada Pinkett Smith in 2015. During an interview, he claimed that he actually sat down with Will Smith and received his blessing due to the nature of their relationship. He insisted that the couple had nothing to be ashamed of and that he loved the Smith family. Now, while Will Smith denied ever giving him a blessing, Jada admitted to the entanglement on Red Table Talk. She explained to her husband that it was a moment that she regretted, all the while referring to her infidelity as an entanglement. Like 2 Christmas lights in a box, just entangled. While many were of course confused as to why she would admit this on the internet for millions of people, they also started to wonder if she might have taken advantage of August. At the time, he was 22 and he had struggled with his health, suffering from an autoimmune condition that left him hospitalized multiple times. Jada even admitted to being his mentor. I don't know, that sounds pretty weird for a mentor-mentee relationship to me. Number 4. The slap. Many things about Jada's personality has made celebrities speculate that she might be some kind of this hidden evil super sorcerer woman who can control people. Well, the Oscar ceremony that took place in 2022 proved that she might have a silver tongue. After host Chris Rock made a joke about Jada's balding head, Will Smith initially laughs, but then Jada gives him this eye roll and this look of disappointment. The look was enough to force Will's smile away and cause him to do a complete 180. He took the stage to defend his wife, and Jada is 100% the reason that took place. Despite claiming that she can't make Will do anything, she does have the power to say, hey, please don't smack Chris Rock, I'm not that mad. Instead, she just kind of sat back and watched and laughed maniacally. The only thing she's going to be acting in anytime soon is a therapist's office. Number 3. Scream 2. I want to start this entry by saying Scream 2 is not a bad movie, okay? The Scream franchise is considered to be one of the best horror series of all time. Ghostface is iconic, and so is Jada's only good scene in the movie, when she's taken out by Ghostface. In Scream 2, Jada Pinkett Smith plays one of the ill-fated teens, Maureen Evans. While this was actually one of her few decent performances over the years, spoiler alert, her character doesn't make it to the end of the movie. Oh wait, I said that at the start of the entry. My bad. She's taken out in a very graphic and public fashion. While watching the fictional Scream film in theaters, Jada cuddles up to who she thinks is her boyfriend, but it's actually just Ghostface in disguise. She gets repeatedly jabbed while the same thing is happening to the character on screen. While this was one of the better scenes in Scream history, it was the only scene where Jada actually came across as a good actor. The argument can be made that most young actors just kind of play themselves on screen, but this one just kind of felt like Jada forgot the camera was rolling. Number 2. Cleopatra. The ill-fated TV series Cleopatra hit the air this year, and it got some of the worst reviews in human history. The show was produced and narrated by Jada, and it was released on Netflix, quickly becoming one of the most mocked properties on the platform. The series starred a black actress named Adele James in the role of the titular Egyptian, which caused many fans to call the casting choice cultural appropriation. Which is funny because Cleopatra has almost always been played by a non-Egyptian actor. Elizabeth Taylor is the most famous portrayal of all time. On top of the controversial casting choice, the overall show was apparently horrible. Many complaints centered around the lazy dialogue, terrible acting, and historical inaccuracies, with a ton of the show being set in the wrong time period while claiming to be a historical series. Netflix actually had to deal with a lot of hardships thanks to this show, literally turning off comments on the trailer due to the alarming amount of racially fueled and hostile comments. The show sits at a 2% on Rotten Tomato and is unfortunately one of the few projects that Jada has under her belt, which is not a great look when a show you built from the ground up is cancelled first round out. And at number 1, she claims she's in the right. When it comes to Jada admitting defeat, it's not something that she does. No, do not do that. Of course, Jada is aware of all the public backlash and overall hate she's been receiving the past few years, but she continues to deny. During an episode of Red Table Talk while discussing her relationship issues with Will Smith. She mentions the fact that she does not understand why there's so much hate towards her because she's done nothing wrong. Jada had a talk show where she'd literally contradict herself regularly. Sometimes she would just flat out lie about stuff. People were coming on her show being like, actually, so it's no surprise. This is taking the top spot because it's not one specific moment caught on camera. This is a culmination of all of the moments just wrapped into a bow. Those are the worst Jada Pinkett Smith moments caught on camera. What memorable moments did we miss? Let us know in the comments below. As always, drop a like and follow the channel for more celebrity content every day. So thank you for stopping beyond the screen, and I'll see you next time.